Well, here we are. We've been hearing for weeks and weeks that Nintendo has plans for Mario's 35th anniversary, and today they surprised us all by proving all of those leaks correct. They dropped a 16-minute direct where they talked about different games that are coming out, different peripherals. There's more stuff that we didn't see on Twitter. There's just a bunch that's going on that they pretty much kept under wraps except for everyone who leaked it. And so let's start talking about it. We're going to talk in order of what is seemingly most important, and that is, of course, starting with Super Mario 3D AllStars. So this is the big one. This is the one that all of the leaks were talking about, and this is the one that everyone was waiting for the announcement for, and it is 3 games, Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy, all in one self-contained Nintendo Switch game, which apparently is going to have a limited run, both digitally and physically, which I think is kind of weird, but apparently we're only going to get this game for about 6 months. So if you want it, you better make sure that you pick it up. Some of the features of the game include being optimized for Nintendo Switch, especially in the case of Super Mario Galaxy, being brought into widescreen in the case of Super Mario Sunshine, and just playing in a higher resolution than you can obviously do on any console prior. And I think it's just amazing. I mean, I don't know, we finally got what all of the leaks were saying we were gonna get. Of course, there is a gaping hole in that lineup, and that is, of course, they are missing Super Mario Galaxy 2, and I'm not entirely sure what the deal is, because logically it doesn't make sense to only include 3 of the 4. Maybe they wanted to hit all 3 of the, platformers for each console, or maybe they were really hesitant on having 3D really mean 3 games. I don't know, I just think it's weird. Also of note is that these are literally just the games being brought over to the Nintendo Switch. A lot of people, when they heard Super Mario 3D Remaster, they thought something along the lines of the Crash N. Sane trilogy or the Spyro Reignited trilogy, where they completely, maybe they took the Super Mario Odyssey engine and then remade all 3 of those games from the ground up. But these are literally just the games as they existed on their home consoles, brought to Nintendo Switch, and then mildly tweaked a little bit. But I am super excited for these. I have always wanted Super Mario Sunshine HD, and this looks like the closest thing we're gonna get, and I'm totally okay with that. I am also interested how they're going to do the Joy-Cons with Super Mario Galaxy. They showed that briefly. I guess it will literally just control like a Wii remote, but instead it won't use a sensor bar. I would love to see how that works once we finally get our hands on it, but overall I am super excited for this collection. The next craziest thing is Super Mario 3D World is getting a Nintendo Switch port, which was, of course, just a no-brainer. All of the great games that sold very poorly on the Wii U are doing fantastically on the Switch, and so it was just a matter of time for us to get Mario 3D World. People have noticed a couple of different tweaks. For example, apparently the characters actually move faster entirely, which is pretty crazy. Also, Mario now has a mid-air dive similar to how he does in Odyssey, which wasn't present in the original game. So it looks like they're tweaking the game a bit for the deluxe version. And then, of course, there is a brand new game mode. We don't know a ton about it. It's simply titled Bowser's Fury, and the only shot we have is a very stormy looking level with Mario looking at a giant cat bell that sort of looks like it's lost all of its shine. My assumption for this is it's going to be some kind of a challenge mode, maybe like Super Luigi U, where the levels are designed to be harder, and it's supposed to be something that you take on after you have mastered the original game. But we honestly don't know. The release date isn't until March 2021, so we have a lot of time to find out more information about this. This was just the announcement. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm just really happy that we now have confirmation that 3D World is coming to the Switch. And honestly, with Pikmin 3 coming and with 3D World coming, we truly don't have very many games left from the Wii U that we now can't play on the Switch. And honestly, there aren't a lot of games that give me an excuse to keep my Wii U plugged in. Either we've gotten a port or we've simply gotten a direct sequel to the games that are on the Wii U, so that really just isn't a reason for me to dust that thing off. Next up is something really cool, which is Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, which seems to be some kind of augmented reality RC car racing game, which is just absolutely crazy. Basically, you ride around your home in the game, as the track. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Your house is the track. The room you're playing in is the track. You basically set up these different goalposts, and that sets up how the track is going to be laid out. We still don't know a ton of information about it, how the track is going to be determined. Maybe you set all 4 and then you draw the path yourself, or maybe the game wants a picture of your room. I don't know. We don't know a ton about it, but it is coming out very, very soon. I believe it said October. So I'm super excited for that. I imagine it's going to be on the expensive side because it comes with an RC car that needs to be connected to the Nintendo Switch. So we're probably looking at something at least at $100, but I'm honestly really excited for it. I can imagine having like people over and us playing actual Mario Kart in the room for a little bit before switching to, I don't know, real Mario Kart or Smash or something. It seems like a really, really fun game, so I'm very, very excited for this. I'm honestly just excited for things that blend the lines between the real world and the virtual one, and this just seems to hit that checklist just perfectly. Following that is Super Mario 35, which is a spin on Tetris 99, but with Super Mario levels. This is something that I personally never could have predicted because it just seems so wild to me. It pretty much is built on top of Tetris 99. It uses the same layout, it uses the same targeting in the center. I wouldn't be surprised if it was literally like made in cooperation with the Tetris 99 developers, but it is very, very cool, and the idea of sending junk Tetris blocks to your opponents has been turned into sending enemies to your opponents in the Super Mario levels. The idea is fantastic. I love that they've taken something that was so popular in Tetris 99 and spun it to fit the Super Mario 35th anniversary. I'm honestly upset that it is a limited run. Again, it's going to be about 6 months, I believe, so you'll only be able to play it for that long. And that disappoints me because I would love to play this all the time, but if you are a Nintendo Switch Online member, you should 100% download this, give it a try, test your strength, and just have fun with it. I'm really excited for this title. The final super, super cool thing to me is the Game & Watch adaptation, which basically takes the old Game & Watch handhelds and brings it to the 21st century with LCD screen and with actual games that you can play on it. And it lets you play not only Super Mario Bros. 1, but Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. So both classic NES releases, the first 2 Super Mario Bros. Games, will be playable on it. I think it's really cool. It's 100% nostalgia for people who enjoyed the Game & Watch or enjoyed Nintendo merch, but I think it's really cool. I'll absolutely be picking one up. Being able to play Super Mario on the Game & Watch, that just seems cool. I don't know what else to say. That one just seems like a fun little nostalgia / tribute to the classics. That's all I can really say about it. The remaining stuff is a bit on the minor side, and it has to do with mostly different games celebrating Super Mario's anniversary. For example, there's going to be a Splatfest, there's going to be a special Smash Online tourney where you can only use Super Mario characters. Mario Maker is going to have brand new levels in honor of the 35th anniversary. Animal Crossing is going to have a bunch of items added to the game that are Super Mario themed. It's just a bunch of Nintendo's currently running properties celebrating Mario's 35th anniversary, and honestly, I think that's great. So no matter what game you're playing, pretty much, you're going to have some kind of celebration for Super Mario. On top of that, Mario Kart Tour is going to have a Super Mario Kart event where you can play not only as 16-bit Mario, but 16-bit DK Jr., which is one of the first times DK Jr. has returned in I don't know how long, like 25 years or something. It's crazy. Aside from that, there's going to be a pin set, there's going to be a bunch of merch. They already showed off a new sneaker, so they are just going to be dropping a bunch of different goodies for the remainder of this year and probably into the first bit of 2021 because I believe COVID probably delayed them substantially in this. So that's why things are going till March rather than till the end of this year because they probably plan for this to be in the summer. But that is the Super Mario 35th Anniversary Direct. I'm personally super excited to play Super Mario 3D All-Stars as well as 3D World. But everything I talked about, I'm honestly excited for. I have a feeling that my wallet is probably going to be hurting by the end of this year because of all the cool stuff that's coming out. So I would love to know your thoughts about the Mario 35th Direct down in those comments. Is this everything that you were hoping it would be? Are you underwhelmed? Anything and everything, let me know. Thank you all for watching. Peace out. and I hope you have an awesome day.
というところだと思います。